Before we start, please hear a message from International News Today Network. Starting today, for every subscriber, International News Today Network will plant one tree to save our planet. Please help contribute in saving our planet by subscribing to our channel. One subscriber equals one tree. Thanks. Ukraine's 93rd Mechanized Brigade reportedly destroyed several Russian military vehicles, including tanks, in eastern Ukraine. The footage appears to show multiple vehicles being hit by Ukrainian ordnance in the Kharkiv region of eastern Ukraine. The footage was obtained from the 93rd Mechanized Brigade, officially the 93rd Independent Kholodny Yar Mechanized Brigade, which is part of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. It was also relayed by the Center for Strategic Communications and Information Security, which is part of the Ukrainian government, under the Ministry of Culture and Information. The 93rd Mechanized Brigade said in a short statement obtained Wednesday, the 93rd Cold Yar Brigade destroyed 11 units of enemy equipment, including tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and Lynx combat vehicles. The Kholodny Yars are firmly defending the Izium area and reaffirm that the Russian army is not as powerful as their propaganda suggests. The Ukrainian army has a strong motivation because it protects its own land. Izium is a city on the Donets River in the Kharkiv Oblast region of eastern Ukraine. Zinger News contacted Russian and Ukrainian officials for comment but had not received a reply at the time of writing. Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24 in what the Kremlin is still calling a special military operation. Thursday marks the 120th day of the invasion. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported that between February 24 and June 23, Russia had lost about 34,430 personnel, 1,504 tanks, 3,632 armored combat vehicles, 756 artillery units, 240 multiple launch rocket systems, 99 air defense systems, 216 warplanes, 183 helicopters, 620 drones, 137 cruise missiles, 14 warships, 2,548 motor vehicles and fuel tankers, and 60 units of special equipment. Russian Foreign Ministry Press Secretary Maria Zakharova said that Moscow's response to Lithuania banning the transit of goods, sanctioned by the EU, to Kaliningrad will not only be diplomatic but also practical. Ukrainian forces have said that they have been successfully thwarting fresh Russian attempts to advance in the Kharkiv region of northeastern Ukraine, but Russian forces have captured several settlements near Lysychansk and Severodonetsk, with 568 civilians believed to still be sheltering in Severodonetsk's Azot chemical plant. The city of Lysychansk, in the Luhansk Oblast of eastern Ukraine, is now said to be under siege from Russian and pro-Russian forces. Irina Vereshchuk, Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Reintegration of the Temporarily Occupied Territories, has urged locals in the Kherson region to evacuate, to help Ukrainian forces de-occupy the area. British intelligence has claimed that the pro-Russia, so-called Donetsk People's Republic, DPR, may have lost about 55% of its original forces. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky said that this is a historic week as Kyiv awaits a decision from Brussels regarding its EU candidate status, with the EU expected to approve the application at a summit in Brussels on Thursday. The European Parliament adopted a resolution June 8 recommending that the European Union grant Ukraine the status of candidate country for EU membership. In the motion, 438 members of the European Parliament voted in favor of the resolution, with 65 voting against and 94 abstaining. Zelensky, speaking to the African Union on Monday, accused Russia of holding Africa hostage over grain and fertilizer shortages. The head of the International Energy Agency, Fatih Birol, has warned that Russia may stop supplying gas to Europe this winter. Several European countries have already received less Russian gas than expected in the last few weeks, with European imports of natural gas from Russia dropping from approximately 40% before the war began to 20%.